If you haven't checked out Gigabash, I highly recommend Gigabash. It's a great Godzilla game. It's better than the Godzilla PS4 game from 2014. That game isn't horrible. It's not a bad Godzilla game, but the controls are a little slow, and it gets repetitive after a while. And then you hear the lady saying, "Oh, the reactor! Godzilla, stop! He's going to destroy the reactor!" And you hear that a billion times. I know some people got annoyed with it, but honestly, when I put it in the Japanese language with the English subtitles, it was a lot more tolerable, and I can guarantee you that. It was definitely more tolerable. It wasn't the best Godzilla game. If I had to pick the best Godzilla game, I would say Godzilla Save the Earth, because of the large roster of kaiju. It had Destroya, it had Mechagodzilla, I'm pretty sure it had Kiryu as well. It had a lot of great kaiju and Godzilla Save the Earth. So I really don't understand why Atari hasn't remastered the games. I mean, the Godzilla Save the Earth trilogy, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, Godzilla Unleashed, they're all great. All great Godzilla games that are just left to sit and collect dust. And it's really a shame. It's a shame that we haven't gotten a new Godzilla game recently, and all we've been getting is just DLC for other games with Godzilla in it. Like they did a DLC for Dave the Diver and Godzilla vs. Destroy, and it was Burning Godzilla, I believe. Burning Godzilla is in the new Dave the Diver game. But like I said, we've only been getting side games, little DLC, little to no DLC when it comes to the Godzilla games. And honestly, it's really irritating. It's annoying. And there's supposedly, in Godzilla Battle Line, don't get me wrong, Godzilla Battle Line was okay. It's not a bad game. It's actually pretty fun. I played probably 2 or 3 hours of that game. But we need an action brawler. We need another, Godzilla game that is an action brawler, or even an adventure Godzilla game. Like you create your own kaiju or something, or have Godzilla destroy the city and make it less redundant like it was in Godzilla PS4 2014, because that game got tedious after a while. It does get boring after a while, doing the same missions over and over again, and hearing the lady talk about the reactor. Better do something about that reactor. And I think the lack of Akira Ifukube in that game, disappointment. Like the only time you heard Kira's score was when the military came in, and then that was it, and then it went back to the generic music in the original. I want a Godzilla game. I want a new Godzilla game, something that is going to blow our minds, and something like Godzilla Generations. That's another Godzilla game that we never got. Or Godzilla Daikatsu Super Kaiju Daikatsu. That was a game that was released for the Super Nintendo, but it was only released in Japan. It was released for the Super Famicom. We never got to see that. And it was advertised in Nintendo. And they're like, "Oh yeah, this game's gonna come out," and never. And that was just, that irritated me, when. But yeah, we need a new Godzilla game, ASAP. An action-adventure Godzilla game. Something like, I don't know, I'm not saying like Donkey Kong Bonanza, but it would be awesome to have a game like that, an adventure Godzilla game or something. I would totally be down for that. And I would welcome it. If you guys haven't checked out Godzilla Unleashed, I highly recommend it. Godzilla Unleashed and Godzilla Save the Earth are great. And Godzilla Unleashed, you can play as Godzilla 1954. So it's really nice. But like I said, they're just sitting and collecting dust. There's many Godzilla games that were just released in Japan. Godzilla Daikaiju Daikatsu. It's a brawler, and it's like Street Fighter 2. And then Godzilla Generations 1 and 2, those were for the Sega Dreamcast, but those were only released in Japan. We never got to see those. I never got to see it. I would like to get a copy of it, but I don't know if it would play on a American Dreamcast. So, there's so many Godzilla games that we never got to see, and it's just disappointing.